Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Olivia Page with oraclebyolivia.com, and this is your reading for Sagittarius season. So Sagittarius season is from November 22nd until December 20th or December 21st. And so that is how long the sun will be in the zodiac sign Sagittarius, and we're going to look at in this video what energies your specific zodiac sign is working with during Sagittarius season. So Sagittarius is a fire sign, and they are a sign of passion and adventure, and they like to go on adventures. They like to be there, or they are very passionate, and they also enjoy personal freedom, having freedom in the work that they do, in the relationships that they have, freedom to be their true selves. So with this reading, we're going to, with each zodiac sign, and they'll all be time-stamped below, we will look at what you need to know at this time, what else, like what's the main theme for you during Sagittarius season, what else do you need to know, and what kind of action can you take, okay? And then I'm going to do a little mini reading as well for matters of the heart. So each zodiac sign will get like a general reading plus a matters of the heart, a general reading for matters of the heart too, okay? All right, so let's get started. Hello Aries, and welcome to your zodiac reading. This reading is about what energies you're working with during Sagittarius season. If you'd like to learn more about Sagittarius, check out my blog. It's linked below, where I talk all about Sagittarius. You can learn more about the energy of Sagittarius and how that's going to affect you during Sagittarius season. So we're looking at what Aries needs to know. What's the main message Aries needs at this time? So what is the main message Aries needs at this time? What else does Aries need to know? What else does Aries need to know about that first card? And then what kind of action does Aries need to take during Sagittarius season? What kind of action does Aries need to take during Sagittarius season? All right, so let's see. The first card is what is the main message for Aries? And you got the World. The World, this is a very auspicious card. This is letting you know to be like the master of your own world, and Aries are usually pretty good at that. And so to know that you this is like new ideas, fresh ideas coming to you, working with something new in your life to create something great and wonderful. And so what else do you need to know about that is the Devil card. You got the Devil card. And so this card is saying don't get in your own way. Don't let any negative self-talk keep you from accomplishing the energy of the world, of being your true authentic self, of shining your light out, of having all the things that you deserve and desire. Like, you can get in your own way with this Devil card. You get in your own way of and we see his eyes are covered, so you're not seeing clearly. You're not seeing clearly. You aren't seeing that you have the ability to create the world that you want to live in. And so and also make sure other people aren't dragging you down. Be mindful of the people you share your energy and space with, and make sure that they aren't dragging you down as well. And then the last card, the action that you need to take, you got the Justice card. Wow, you got 3 major arcana cards. So the Justice card is letting you know that the action that you need to take right now is finding balance. finding balance in letting go of things that aren't serving your highest good, and creating the newness that you want to create in your life, to create new opportunities for yourself. And you do that through finding balance, by letting go of things that aren't serving your highest good, by again, like we see her eyes are uncovered, or are covered, but she is creating something beautiful. We see that the energy of the sun. And so she is able to use her other senses to create something beautiful. And here it's like, it's this manipulative energy, and this energy of not seen clearly. And so the action you need to take is to know that, to rely on your other senses, to rely on your other gifts and your other skills, and know that you can create something new. And you have the ability, her hands are completely free. You have the ability to remove the blindfold so that you can see things clearly. Okay. All right, so then let's look at matters of the heart. We'll do the same thing. What is the main message that Aries needs to hear regarding matters of the heart? And what else does Aries need to know regarding matters of the heart in cooperation with that second card? And what is the action that Aries needs to take when it comes to matters of the heart? Okay. So when it comes to matters of the heart, you have rest and reconsider. So your main message for matters of the heart is rest and reconsider. So this is whether you're single or in a relationship. This is just matters of the heart. So this can just be like your emotional well-being. So rest and reconsider. It's time for you to take some time for yourself and to reconsider. And I feel like this is also, you know, with that Devil card, it's like you're reconsidering how your thoughts are creating the reality around you, and how by shifting your thoughts into something more uplifting can really shift your outcome. And yep, and we got release. So it's time to release. It's time for you to have an emotional release. It's time for you to let things go. It's time for you to let go of that energy of the devil, of not seeing things clearly, not seeing yourself in the highest light, not being kind to yourself. It's time to shift and transform that. And so the action you can take is listen. Listen to your heart. Listen to what your heart is asking you to do. What is it that your heart wants you to create? You have this energy of the world, and you can reach this energy of the world by listening to your heart and not the devil. So it's like you have the angel and the devil, and so it's, you know, listen to your heart is the angel. The devil is the part of you that doesn't see clearly and doesn't see yourself in the highest light. And so it's time to listen to your heart. And so let's get one final message for Aries. One final message for Aries. Rebirth. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past. Accept the positive change that is coming. So allow yourself to go through this transformation and this rebirth. You do this by taking time for yourself and reconsidering and releasing things that aren't serving your highest good, and rising from the ashes like the phoenix by listening to your heart and focusing on what your heart wants to create something new and better for yourself. All right, Aries? Well, those are your messages. I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful next month. Have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I will see you again sometime soon. All right, bye. Hello, Taurus. this is your zodiac reading, and so this is what energies Taurus is working with during Sagittarius season. And if you are interested, you can read my blog about Sagittarius. I'll link that below, and then I will also link below my video that I made about the full moon, which was in Taurus. So you can find those links in the description below. So for your reading, we're going to pull cards. We're going to see what is the main message that Taurus needs to know at this time. What is the main message that Taurus needs to know at this time? All right, and what else does Taurus need to know that will work in cooperation with that second or first card? What else does Taurus need to know? And what action does Taurus need to take at this time during Sagittarius season? What action does Taurus need to take? Okay. So the first card, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. So this card is it's like you are going through, or you were going through, or are going through a difficult time, and you're feeling very guarded. You're feeling very like you need to protect your energy. But we see she's sitting up in bed. So it's like waking up from a bad dream, waking up from the energies that you have been dealing with, the negativity that you've been dealing with. But if we notice in the card, the Nine Swords aren't even touching her. They're not even touching the person in this card. And so that means that that you can walk away, like you can get out of this. There is a way to get out of this. Okay. 9 is also the number of endings. So this turmoil that you're feeling is coming to an end for you. The Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. Well, this makes me think, you know, what else we need to know about the Nine of Swords, that this has something to do with your work, has something to do with something you're trying to create for yourself, that you have been putting in some hard work and you feel like there hasn't been any kind of reward for it. And so just know that you're coming out of it. Your work is going to pay off. The number 3 is like working together. Make sure that you're working together with others. You're getting help from other people if you need it, to really, again, connect with the things that you're passionate about and the things that you truly love. And so what action you need to take is the Chariot. So finding balance, moving forward, travel. Maybe you need to take a break. Maybe you need to go on a vacation, or go on a little weekend getaway. Finding balance between the male and female energies. Taurans definitely love to be hardworking, but they like to see that their hard work pays off. And so if you're feeling like your hard work hasn't paid off, I feel like it's going to pay off. It's just taking a little longer than you would like. And I feel like it's also time to put your energy into something else to kind of distract whatever this Nine of Swords is representing for you, and to put your energy somewhere else, to allow yourself to feel lifted up, to feel like you're being carried by spirit, and that spirit has your back, and you know, trying to find some balance. So maybe you've been working too much and you need a break. And so it's time for you to take a little break. Okay. Do some self-care. Go away on a little weekend thing, go hang out with your friends, whatever self-care looks like for you, you know, do that. So sometimes we do that. We work so hard on something and then we don't take time out for ourselves. So they're really asking you to take time out for yourself. All right. So next we're going to pull 3 cards for matters of the heart. So what is the main main theme that Taurus needs to know about matters of the heart during Sagittarius season? What is the main theme, or what else does Taurus need to know about matters of the heart that can cooperate with the first card? And what kind of action does Taurus need to take when it comes to matters of the heart? Right. Sadness and isolation. Okay, so this makes me think of, you know, that first card, that Nine of Swords. Sadness and isolation. So maybe you've been feeling, and it's the number 3, and you had the 3 of Pentacles. So maybe you've been feeling isolated. Maybe you've been feeling like, feeling sad, and so feeling like things aren't going your way. So I feel like it's time to transform that energy. So when it comes to matters of the heart, it's time to transform that energy. I just feel like you need to be focusing your energy on something different, so that you can shift the energy, shift any stagnant energy that you have going on. Yeah, and you got healing begins. Healing begins. So it's time to do some healing work too. So part of the action of the Chariot, you know, might be that healing work that you need to do. So there's some healing work that needs to be done with the heart center, and that can start by reconnecting with other things that bring you joy and happiness, and by doing something fun, getting out of your comfort zone and doing something fun. Do something fun to shake things up a little bit, because things have gotten a little stagnant for you with that Nine of Swords and the sadness and isolation. Things have gotten stagnant because you've been so laser focused on like this one thing, and it just hasn't come to fruition for you quite yet, and so it's really bringing you down. And so it's time to shift that stagnant energy by focusing on something else for the time being, because there's so much work that we can do towards something, and then it's like we have to let the universe work behind the scenes to bring that to fruition. So the action that you need to take is master. Master. So I see a lot of green in this card. This makes me think of that healing that you have to do. So the action here is really tuning into your emotions. Like we see he's trying to master his emotions, but he's keeping it locked up. And so I feel like it's fine to try to master your emotions, but it shouldn't be, your heart shouldn't be behind closed bars. And so it's time to open your heart up so you can master your emotions and still be open. So that's part of mastering your emotions, is being able to have the ability to remain open to feeling whatever it is. So like the sadness and isolation, if you've been trying to ignore it, maybe you've been ignoring the sadness and isolation and trying to busy yourself with work. And so it's really time to see where this sadness and isolation is coming from, so you can do the healing that needs to be done with it. You know, we got the number 6 and the number 15, which reduces to the number 6, all about divine love. And so it's time to bring some more love into your situation, and how you can do that is by connecting with what your heart desires and what brings your heart joy. So what brings your heart joy, and doing those things. Okay, so let's bring one final message for Taurus. What is one final message Taurus needs to hear at this time? Okay. All right, metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Yes, it cannot be rushed. Whatever you are trying. Okay, so this card, metamorphosis. So here's an analogy for you. You are a butterfly, or you're a caterpillar, and you've gone through the process of nourishing your body so that you can build this cocoon. And you build a cocoon, and now you're in the cocoon going through the metamorphosis. But you're like you're ready to, you feel like you're ready to come out, but Spirit is like, not yet. And it doesn't mean you need to hide yourself away, even though this isolation and sadness card, it isn't saying that you have to hide yourself away, but whatever it is that you're trying to bring to fruition that you've put into this cocoon, isn't ready to come out yet. And so, it's like when a caterpillar gets inside of a cocoon, he doesn't sit in there and be like, oh, when is this over? When am I going to turn into a butterfly? Why hasn't it happened yet? I want it to happen right now. It needs to happen right now. And so, so it's about going with the flow and going with the process. And so like change is beautiful and cannot be rushed. And so I feel like, yes, that's why you need to focus your energy on something else so that you can, let this metamorphosis happen, let this sit and grow and grow and grow so that when it is ready to blossom or change into a butterfly, that you're really going to be ready for it too. So rest and recuperation are really important for you at this time. Connecting with your heart center and allowing your heart to be more open and doing any healing work that you need to do, but remembering in between all of it to have fun. Okay. All right, Taurus. Well, those are your messages. And I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your zodiac reading for Sagittarius season. So this reading is about what energies you're working with during Sagittarius season. So this reading is good for a month. If you are interested in learning more about the zodiac sign Sagittarius and how that plays a role in the energies you're working with, down below you can find my Sagittarius blog, and you can also find my video linked below about the Taurus full moon that we just had and the eclipse energy and all the energies that are occurring on the planet at this time. Okay. All right, Gemini. So this reading is good for whether you're Gemini, sun, moon, or rising sign. I think I forgot to say that at the beginning. But yeah. Hear my birds in the background. Getting loud. Okay, so we're going to see what is the main message Gemini needs to hear at this time for Sagittarius season. During Sagittarius season, what is the main message Gemini needs to hear? All right, and what else does Gemini need to know about that first card? And what is the action that Gemini needs to take at this time? All right. Alrighty, so the first card, the Star. The Star. So this is about things coming into fruition, things manifesting, you really finding your magic, creating the things that you want to be able to create for yourself, connecting with the energy of, we've got the energy of the emotions, the water energy, and the energy of the cosmos. And the Three of Pentacles, so working towards bringing things into fruition. So these two cards are letting you know that you have what it takes to bring into fruition what it is that you're trying to create for yourself. So these are very auspicious cards. You are creating something new and better for yourself. And with the energy of the Star, you really have the energy to be a star and to shine your light out and really be the creator. And we see her third eye is really lit up. So really connecting with your intuition, your higher self, and the cosmic energies. And so the action that you need to take, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, this card is about tithing. So not only is it like you're finding balance, you have abundance. This is like the abundance that you have and what you've created for yourself. How can you give back to others? How can you tithe? How can you how can you help bring abundance to others? And it doesn't mean you have to give all of what you have away. That wouldn't be a good balance, but it's about what the extra that you do have. There's some of it you can give away, whether it's a monetary donation, whether it's some possessions that you have that you're going to donate to someone, whether it's doing something kind for someone, like making them, maybe you cook some food and you bring them a plate, maybe you volunteer at a shelter, you know, something like that. So the action that you're being called to do is sharing your abundance with others. You're creating this balance, and you're sharing your abundance with others. Okay, so you got like the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles and the Star. So you're really like, it's this nice progression. You're really moving up. You have the ability, you have what it takes to create something new and wonderful and beautiful for yourself, and something that you can share with others. Okay, all right. So now we're going to look at matters of the heart. Matters of the heart. So what is the main message Geminis need to hear for matters of the heart? What is the main message Geminis need to hear for matters of the heart? All right, what else does Gemini need to know in correlation with that first card? What else does Gemini need to know about that first card? And what action does Gemini need to take when it comes to matters of the heart? Okay. All right. Okay. So matters of the heart, refusing to see. So it's really important for you to get connected with your heart center. So you're refusing to see something. You aren't seeing things clearly when it comes to matters of your heart. So because of this energy of the Star, and we have all that water energy, that's definitely heart energy and emotional energy. So it's really important for you to connect with your heart, and that's going to help lead you to get to that place of the Star energy. And so you really need to connect with your heart center. Win or lose. So change, the number 5, change is happening for you, and it's up to you whether you win or lose. When it comes to matters of the heart, it's up to you whether you win or lose. You can drive that sword deeper into the earth, or you can pull it out and win and be and wield that sword to create something beautiful when it comes to matters of the heart, whether that's in, you know, your relationship with yourself, with others, and seek the truth. You know, I see a lot of blue energy here. These are all blue cards so far. Seek the truth. It's time to seek the truth. The number 7, getting spiritually connected. Like if you want to get to that Star energy, it's important to really connect with your heart center, to connect with your intuition, to see things for what they really are. So maybe refusing to see, maybe you aren't seeing things clearly in negative relationship that you're in, whether it's a friendship, a family ship, a romantic relationship, a working relationship. There's something you're not seeing in one of your relationships, and so it's really important for you to like look up and to connect with your heart center and to really see the truth of what it really is. And so the action that you need to take is Love abounds. Again, connecting with your heart center. It's really time to connect with your heart center to do any heart healing that needs to be done. Connecting, we see the eye on the heart, so this is letting your heart lead the way, that you can see clearly by letting your heart lead the way, okay? All right, so let's pull one final message. What's one final message that Gemini needs to see during Sagittarius season? What's one final message for Gemini? Okay. Anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Changes in the air. Open yourself up to blessings on their way. All right, so definitely, I mean, with the Star card, the 3 and 6 of Pentacles, you know, even though maybe you're feeling some heaviness in your heart center, there is change coming, and that change is going to happen the more connected you get with your heart center, the more healing work you do within your heart center, and know that something good is coming your way. From all of this, something good is coming, okay? All right, Gemini. Well, I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your zodiac reading for Sagittarius season. So this is what energies you're working with during Sagittarius season. And so this is for whether you are a Cancerian sun, moon, or rising sign. And so let's see here. If you'd like to learn more about Sagittarius, I've linked below my Sagittarius blog, and then I'll also link below my video that I made about the Taurus full moon and the partial lunar eclipse that occurred around November 19th. So if you're interested in those, they will be linked below. All right, so let's see here. Cancer, what is the main message Cancer needs to see during Sagittarius season? What is the main message that Cancer needs to see? All right, what else does Cancer need to see about that first card? What else can we tell Cancer about that first card? And what action do Cancerians need to take during Sagittarius season? What action does what action does Cancer need to take during Sagittarius season? Okay. Alrighty. So the first card, the 8 of Wands. All right, things moving swiftly. So these are things progressing quickly. Things are going to be progressing quickly for you during Sagittarius season. This is forward progression, moving forward. This could indicate travel. So things are moving quickly for you. 6 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, so there could be travel over water. Maybe you're going to go spend some time on a boat in a lake. But the 6 of Swords, you're trying to find some balance. The Wands is the fire energy, and the 8 is abundance. And so creating abundance for yourself, abundance moving quickly. In the 6, finding balance in your mental body, since Swords represents our mentality. And so you're finding balance in that mentality. We see the boat, she is moving to the right. So she is moving towards her goals and dreams. And so this could also be finding balance between your head and heart, because she's traveling over water, which is your emotions. And so finding balance between your head and heart is going to help to create swiftness in manifesting whatever it is you're trying to manifest for yourself. And so the action, we have the 4 of Wands. the Four of Wands. So this is about creating a solid foundation. You want to make sure you're creating a solid foundation to manifest from, to create from, to build upon. And so we see a family here. So you have to work together. We see the rabbits for good luck, also swiftness, fertility, and this can just be like fertility of the ideas that you have, of the creations that you want to create, the dragonfly transformation. So, but you want to build a solid foundation. So in order for things to move quickly, you have to create this balance between your mental and emotional body, and you have to build a solid foundation. So make sure you have a solid foundation to build upon, a solid idea of what it is that you're trying to create and how you are going to get there, the steps you're going to take to get there. Okay. So let's look at matters of the heart. All right, so matters of the heart. What do Cancerians need to see when it comes to matters of the heart right now? What is the main message for matters of the heart for Cancerians? Okay, what else do Cancerians need to know about that first card? Okay, and what action do Cancerians need to take when it comes to matters of the heart? All right. So the main message is detach. Detach. So it's time to release, to detach, to let go of things that aren't working for you when it comes to matters of the heart. We see the dove, which represents peace. And so it's you're releasing things, you're detaching from things that aren't serving your highest good anymore when it comes to matters of the heart. So maybe this is a relationship, and this will help to bring peace for you, so you can focus on this swift energy that's coming in for you. Maybe there is some family issue that you need to detach from. So what else you need to know is take the lead. It's time to take the lead. Take the lead in your own destiny. Be the creator of your own destiny. Take the lead in situations where maybe you feel like you want to take the lead, but you feel a little nervous too, but Spirit is nudging you and saying you can take the lead. And new vitality, this will bring in new vitality for you. You have new vitality coming in for you by detaching from what is no longer serving your highest good. And daydreams and decisions. So the action that you need to take is really connect with your heart center and allow yourself to daydream about what it is that you'd like to create for yourself. What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of family life do you want to have? And daydream about this and really make a decision so you can put out to the universe what really is, what it is that you really want to create for yourself, and really detach from what isn't serving your highest good. It's time to release what isn't serving your highest good at this time. Okay, Cancer? All right, so then let's look at one final message for Cancer. One final message for Cancerians. All right. Mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. So mercy. This can be like having, forgiveness. So forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for others, for seeing, for coming from a place of compassion. So if maybe you've been kind of rigid about things, maybe that's part of what you need to detach from, is being more flexible, being more understanding, more compassionate. And maybe these are feelings that you need to have more for yourself. And that will shine out for others as well. Okay. All right. Well, those are the messages that I have for you, Cancer. You have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I will see you again sometime soon. Bye. Hello, Leo, and welcome to your zodiac reading. So this is what energies you're working with during Sagittarius season. So this is whether you are a Leo sun, moon, or rising sign. Okay. All right. So what is the main message, Leo? What is the main message Leo needs to hear during Sagittarius season? What is the main message Leo needs to hear? Okay. What else does Leo need to know about that first card? And what action does Leo need to take? All right. You got the King of Cups. The King of Cups. So it is really time to connect with the energy of your heart center. It's really time to connect with your emotional body, connect with how your emotional body affects the way, affects you, how your emotional body affects your physical body, and coming from a place of maturity when it comes to your emotions. So maybe you've come to a place where you've really connected with your emotions very well, and you have a very good handle on your emotions and how they affect you in other areas of your life. And so you're able to have this really deep connection with your emotions. And then we have the moon. So the energy of the moon. So the energy of the moon is, you know, what is being able to see in the dark, being able to see things for what they really are. So it's time to see things for what they really are, to be able to navigate through the darkness by the moon's light, and to connect with that energy, that emotional energy, and to see things for what they are by leading with your heart. And the Eight of Swords. So this is the action you have to take. So if you're feeling trapped in any way, your action here is to release yourself. So we see her, she is surrounded by swords, so she is surrounded by swords, but she can get herself out of this situation. So none of the swords are touching her. And even though her hands are bound, and she's blindfolded, she could take the blindfold off, and then she could use the swords to help get her out of those chains. So wherever you are feeling some turmoil in your life, Spirit is letting you know that you have the tools necessary to get yourself out of it and to feel emotionally balanced, and that you have to see through the illusion, see through whatever illusions are going on in your world at this time, to see things for what they really are. So that's what you're working on during Sagittarius season, Leo, is connecting with the truth of what things really are by connecting with your heart center and by setting yourself free. Like we have the King of Cups and then the Eight of Swords. And so the swords energy represents the mental body. And so you want to release yourself from the energy of the mental body, your mental mind having control over you, and allowing your heart to lead the way. And the illusion is whatever illusion you've created in your mind, whether it's how you feel about yourself, how you feel about others, because you've let your mind wander and go to places that maybe aren't very healthy. And so it's time to lead with your heart. So that leads me into the next part of the reading, which is matters of the heart. So what is the main message Leo needs to hear when it comes to matters of the heart? All right. What else does Leo need to know about that first card? And what action does Leo need to take when it comes to matters of the heart? So the first card, refusing to see. So refusing to see, you're not seeing a situation for what it really is. And that's partially of this, you know, this Eight of Swords. You're not able to see the situation for what it really is because you really aren't leading with your heart, you're leading with your head. And that is part of the disillusionment that can come about with, you know, the Moon card. The Moon wants to illuminate and shine a light on what's going on, but you aren't seeing that. You aren't seeing it for what it is. The solar plexus chakra. So when a chakra card comes up from this deck, this is letting you know that there is some block, and the block is in your solar plexus chakra. And the block that's in your solar plexus chakra is keeping you trapped within your mental body and not allowing you to connect with your heart center. And so the action that you need to take is choose your battles. So if you feel like there's a lot of different conflict going on, choose your battles. You know, some things deserve your attention and some things don't. And, you know, pick something that is going to help raise your vibration when it comes to those things that you're battling or working on. You know, start with what healing work you need to do within your solar plexus chakra, and start focusing your energy on situations that are going to help raise your vibration and help lift you up and make you feel more like yourself, and to help you connect more deeply with your heart center. Okay. So let's see one final message for Leo. One final message Leo needs to see. Nature. Sometimes all you need is to go outside. Breathe the fresh air to remember who you are and where you want to be. Yeah, so it's time to disconnect from some things and go to nature. That will help you connect with your heart more, is to spend time in nature. Okay? Alrighty. All right, well, those are the messages that I have for you, Leo. You have a good Sagittarius season, and I will see you next time. And thank you for being here. I didn't say that. Thank you for being here. And yes, I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your zodiac reading. So this is for Virgo sun, moon, and rising signs. And so this is for while the sun is in Sagittarius, and so that will be for the next month. And so we're just looking at what energies Virgos are working with during this time. So what is the main message Virgo needs to hear? What else does Virgo need to know about that first card? And what action does Virgo need to take? Okay. All right, the first card, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. So this card lets me know that you have a lot on your plate. You're carrying a lot. You're carrying a lot of stress. You're carrying a lot of duties that you have to fulfill. You're doing a lot. But the number 10 is really the end and then coming to your new beginning. So I see the deer in the back, and it's like you need to be kind and gentle with yourself. And maybe you could get further if you released or let go of some of those wands that you're carrying. Okay. Then you have the world. The world is about accomplishments and creating something beautiful for yourself. So maybe this you're maybe you're tying up loose ends with this 10 of Wands. Maybe you're tying up some of the loose ends, and some of the things you're saying, okay, I don't need to work on these anymore. I don't need to carry them around anymore. You're willing to release. And by doing that, you create the energy of the world. You create the energy of having, like, you know, the ultimate manifestation, being able to truly manifest what it is that you want to manifest for yourself. And so the action card is the Knight of Swords, which is a very action-oriented card. And this card is about moving swiftly. And so see this card, how he's doesn't look like he's moving very swiftly. He's moving, but he's carrying a lot on his shoulders, on his back. And so by releasing some of that, you can move much more swiftly. You can have much more, you can move much farther, much quicker if you can release what isn't serving your highest good. And so this is like taking action, being seeing things for what they truly are. We see the energy of the purple and the blue, so really opening up your throat chakra, opening up your crown chakra, your third eye chakra. We see the purple and blue in this card too, and all the gold. And so you can really connect with these energies by releasing what isn't serving your highest good. Okay. All right, so let's move on to matters of the heart. So what does Virgo need to see? What is the main message Virgo needs to hear about matters of the heart? All right, what card can cooperate with the first card to bring in more messages that Virgo needs to see about matters of the heart? Okay, so what else does Virgo need to know when it comes to matters of the heart? All right, and what action can Virgo take when it comes to matters of the heart? Okay. Joy and stability. So when it comes to matters of the heart, joy and stability, there is joy and stability. You can create joy and stability for yourself, and to just breathe, to take in some deep breaths and to breathe through it. Even though the 10 of Wands, maybe you feel like you're carrying too much on your plate, by releasing things that aren't serving your highest good, or even just releasing some things, taking some things off your plate so you don't feel so weighed down. There are things that you can work on at another time. You can bring in the energy of joy and stability, and by doing some deep breathing exercises. And the action is about seeing. It says refusing to see. So the action really is about seeing. We see they're both wearing a hat that's very similar. It's about seeing where you can release things, where you can let go of things that aren't serving your highest good, where you can take some things off your plate so your plate isn't overflowing with too many things to do. Okay. All right, so let's see one final message for Virgo. Integrity. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. Okay, so maybe you're letting the opinions of others weigh you down. And so this card is like, that's part of what you need to let go of. Not letting other people bring you down. And to embrace your truth and to be your true authentic self. That's how you're going to create that energy of the world and to have that joy and stability. All right, Virgo? Well, those are your messages. You have a good Sagittarius season, and I thank you so very much for being here. You have a good, I said that already, that you have a good Sagittarius season, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Libra, and welcome to your zodiac reading. So this is for Libra sun, moon, or rising, and this is what energies you're working with during Sagittarius season. So this reading is good for a month. And I will link below my blog about Sagittarius and what other energies are being brought forward during the next month. And I'll also link below the video that I made about the full moon and the partial lunar eclipse. Alrighty, so let's get started. What is the main message Libra needs to see at this time during Sagittarius season? So what is the main message Libra needs to see at this time? Okay. I'll set that aside for a bonus card. And what action does Libra need to take? Actually, I'm going to flip over the first card, the one that fell on the floor, for what you need to see. What is your main message? The Empress. The Empress, embracing the energy of your divine femininity, connecting with your divine feminine energy, bringing balance. Ooh, sorry. That was my tuning fork. You're bringing balance. You are in the energy of creation. And then you got the High Priestess. The High Priestess, again, really being creation. This is spiritual energy, creating from your spiritual self, being connected with your intuition, your higher self, cosmic energies, being a beacon of light for others. And so what else you need to know about that is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords can represent change, change that is happening, and to remember to stay humble. And to me, he looks like he's holding all his swords and he's standing very victorious. And he looks like he's won. He's slain all the, he has gotten through all the blocks that were standing in his way. Now, traditionally, now that's what I see when I look at this card. Now, traditionally, the Five of Swords can talk about how there was a battle that occurred and this person standing here isn't paying any attention to all those who are wounded and who were wounded during the battle, and is only thinking of himself. So that's why I mentioned the word humility. Being humble. Excuse me. So to be humble and to only take on what you can handle. Like I said, I see victory in this card. I see the sun is rising and it's really shining on this guy. He's carrying all the swords. His sword is up like he won. And maybe these people that have fallen are all the blocks and restrictions that were holding him back. Maybe they're not people exactly, but they were situations or feelings, and you overcame them. And so the action that needs to be taken is you got the Devil card. So this is about the action here is to not be manipulative of others and to not allow yourself to be manipulated, okay? To make sure you aren't allowing yourself to be manipulated, and to really connect with your spiritual energy so that you aren't being manipulated by others, seeing things for what they truly are, and working towards creating something new and better for yourself. And the Devil card can also be like setting yourself free, setting yourself free. Okay, so then let's look at matters of the heart. What is the main message Spirit wants to bring forward for Libras for matters of the heart? All right, what else do Libras need to know about that first card? And what action do Libras need to take when it comes to matters of the heart? All right. So the main message is embrace. Embrace. Embrace all things that are loving and kind and good. So we see this, you know, this Devil card. This is like you need to release what isn't serving your highest good. Let go of people who are trying to manipulate you. Let go of situations where you feel like you're being manipulated or controlled, and embrace all that is good and kind, and to embrace the energy of Mother Earth, and to embrace the energy of your heart center and your cosmic connections, and the connections to your heart, and the connections to the universe. Detach, release. It's time to release, again, what isn't serving your highest good. So by embracing, there has to be a sense of release. And opportunities beckon. Opportunities beckon. So this card, this as your action card for your heart, is for one, you need to lift your head up and see the opportunities around you. See the opportunities that you have to get yourself out of a situation that isn't a good situation, a situation where you aren't serving your highest good. You really want to embrace the energies of the Empress and the High Priestess, but you can't do that until you detach, until you release, until you look up and see all the other opportunities that you have around you, so you can see past this Devil card. Okay. All right, Libra, so let's pull one final message. What is one final message that Libras need to see at this time? Destiny. Acknowledge your mission. Align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. Exactly. With the High Priestess and the Empress, you have gifts to share with the world. The Dolphin, connecting with the energy of joy. Be playful. Have fun. Get out of that heavy, dark energy that you are in or have been in. And you could do that by connecting with your spiritual self, embracing your spiritual self, and connecting with your heart center, and also connecting with the ideas of being playful and connecting with joy. All right, Libra, so those are the messages that I have for you. You have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I thank you so very much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your zodiac reading. So this is whether you are a sun, moon, or rising sign, or Scorpio sun, moon, or rising sign, and this is what energy Scorpio is working with during Sagittarius season. So this reading will be good for a month because that's how long the sun will be in Sagittarius. And so let's see here. Let's see what energy Scorpio is working with. What is the main message Spirit wants Scorpio to know? What else does Scorpio need to know? What's more information we can get about that first card that we pulled? And what action does Scorpio need to take? What action does Scorpio need to take? Okay. All right, so the first card, Four of Cups. This is a card of boredom. You're feeling bored. But the number 4 is a card of foundation. So having a solid foundation. And so it's time to recognize that you've built a solid foundation. So if you're feeling bored or stagnant, it's because you've built a solid foundation, and now it's time to build further on top of that. The Knight of Wands. Yeah. So it's time to bring in, to connect deeper with your passion, to connect deeper with your heart's desires, and to, it's like you've built this solid foundation and you have all the tools you need to continue moving forward. And the action card is the Lovers. So really connecting with your heart's desires, really connecting with your heart center, really connecting with your heart center and your passion to figure out what the next step is for building on top of this solid foundation that you've already built. So maybe with the Lovers card, maybe you're single and you've been wanting a relationship, and so this is like you've done the work, you've done the healing, you've built the solid foundation. The Knight is like you're ready for your knight to come in. You're ready for that energy of someone who's more mature, and so so this could be about, like I said, relationship, and this could just be about manifesting in general, but the card on the Lovers is like, about relationships, whether they're romantic relationships or partner, or friendships or things like that, really bringing in the energy of relationships and connecting with relationships and making sure you're spending enough time with family and friends. But there's something for you to build on top of that Four of Cups. So if you're feeling bored or stagnant at this time, it's time to take some energy which comes from your passion, and to create on top of that solid foundation that you've built, doing things that you're passionate about. Okay, so now let's look at what does Scorpio need to see for matters of the heart. So what is the main message Scorpio needs to see for matters of the heart? All right, what else does Scorpio need to see? What is more information we can get about the first card? And what is the action Scorpio needs to take when it comes to matters of the heart? Oh, and I wanted to let you know, did I say this already? I apologize if I did and I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to link below my blog that I wrote about Sagittarius in case you want to learn more about Sagittarius. And I'm going to link below the video that I made regarding the full moon and the partial lunar eclipse that happened on November 19th. Okay. So the main message for Scorpio, Master. So this is heart energy. This is heart energy, and we see a lot of green here. And so it's like you're learning to master your emotions, but you've caged your heart away in the process. And so you want to let your heart out. It's time to let your heart out of the cage. So even though you feel like you've got a good handle on your emotions and you've learned a lot about your emotional self, somehow through all that you've guarded your heart. And so it's time to open your heart up. Love. What else do we need to know about that? Is love. You need to allow love in. You need to be willing to receive love from others. Okay? You have to grow and build from the energy of love. And the third eye chakra. So this third eye chakra, this could be talking about a block that you have in your third eye chakra, but the action here is the action here, oh my goodness, just hold on a second. So the action here is really connecting with your intuition, and you do that through love and your heart's desires. This card is the number 6. This card is the number 6. This card is the number 6. And this card is the number 6. 15 reduces to the number 6. That is a lot of 6s. 6 represent balance and balance and divine love. And so let's see here. I was looking for my other one, but we'll read from this one. We'll read what the number 6 says. Take time to eliminate all that's blocking your joy. Follow what makes your heart dance. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so this book, this is Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. It says 666 says, halt, stop, do not make any sudden decisions. Your ego has taken control and is leading the way to heartache and fear. But you can recover your power. Call in the light of God. Okay. So again, really connecting with your heart center. It's important to connect with your heart center and not let your ego lead you into situations that allow you to operate from the energy of fear or feeling sad or sorry for yourself or feeling that heartache. But I feel like that's part of, you have to let your heart out. You have to let your heart out of the cage. You have to open yourself up and be open to receiving love. And you have to start learning to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Okay, Scorpio? All right, so let's see. One final message for Scorpio. One final message for Scorpio. All right. Dreamer, your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. Be a dreamer. So maybe that's part of why your heart got caged away, because you aren't allowing yourself to be a dreamer. You're allowing yourself to have dreams that only seem to like make rational sense instead of what makes your heart sing, makes you feel joyful. Okay, so allow yourself to be a dreamer that helps bring fulfillment to your heart center and brings joy to your heart center. Okay, Scorpio? All right. Well, those are the messages that I have for you, and I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius, and happy birthday to all the Sagittarians out there. This is your zodiac reading for Sagittarius season. So this is what energy Sagittarius is working with during Sagittarius season, whether you are a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising sign. All right. So if you are interested, below I'm going to link my blog that I wrote about Sagittarius, and I'm going to link below the video that I made about what energies we're working with. And a lot of that had to do with the full moon and the partial lunar eclipse that happened on November 19th, but we're still working with those energies, so they'll still be relevant, so you can check out that video. All right, so what is the main energy Sagittarius is working with at this time? Okay, what else does Sagittarius need to know about the main energy? And what action does Sagittarius need to take at this time? Okay. Alrighty. Then you got the King of Wands. So this is really, the Wands is all fire energy, and is talking about really like you've really found your passion. You really found what drives you to fulfill your heart's desires. And so, you know, like the Wands can also represent career. So you have found the right path for you when it comes to your career. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. So the main theme message, 2 cards came out, and so it was the King of Wands and Page of Pentacles. So by really connecting with your heart's desires, really connecting with what your passion is, you can start getting a handle on your finances, start getting a handle on that energy of, while you're really connected to that fire energy, which can be very spiritual energy and cosmic energy, like the Page of Pentacles is helping you to stay grounded, and to continue working towards building abundance for yourself, not just financially, but within your relationships, within your health, within just within all areas of your life. Abundance isn't just money, it's all areas of our life, okay? All right, so what else do you need to know about that? Is the Knight of Pentacles. So you go from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. So what that tells me is that there's this progression of going from Page to Knight. So you're progressing, you're advancing. When it comes to your abundance, you're advancing, you're learning more, you're gaining more knowledge, you're learning new tools to help create that abundance for yourself, and you're becoming that Knight. And the action, you got the Emperor, you got all people cards. So this might be talking about gathering information from other people, working with other people, learning from other people. And so then you've got the Emperor really bringing in this energy of divine masculine energy, of knowing the right time to take action, and really connecting with the right way to move forward, and just being very, I think, grounded, centered, and balanced. Okay. And so the action would be to find that groundedness, that centeredness, that balance, to really step into your power, into your sovereignty, feel like you are serving your highest good. And so if you feel like, I don't feel like I'm in the career that I'm meant to be in, then this is about really connecting with your passion. Really connect with your passion and what your heart desires to help you figure out what that career choice is. And that's going to be the right choice for you to create this abundance for yourself. Okay. All right, so let's look at matters of the heart for Sagittarius. What is the main message Sagittarius needs to hear when it comes to matters of the heart? What else does Sagittarius need to hear when it comes to matters of the heart? And what action does Sagittarius need to take? All right, we'll take that one. All right. Dreams coming true. Dreams coming true. So matters of the heart is dreams coming true. Things coming to fruition for you. And what else do you need to know about that? That it doesn't happen without challenging times. That dreams coming through, sometimes there are challenges that occur while we're trying to bring something into fruition. And it isn't to stop us or discourage us. It's to help us find our strength, and to help us find our ability to overcome challenging times. And the action here, crown chakra. So this could indicate a block that you need to release from your crown chakra. This could indicate the need to connect more deeply with your crown chakra, to connect more deeply with your crown chakra and really getting connected with your spiritual energy. And the number 9, I feel like, is a number 9 about humanitarianism, and what is it that you're contributing that is of the greater good for all beings on planet Earth, all beings in the cosmic energies. And the number 7, also a spiritual number, very spiritually minded number. Okay, so you might want to do like a chakra, an opening of the crown chakra. You might want to connect more deeply with your crown chakra. This might mean connecting more deeply with your higher self, with your soul self, with your spirit team, things like that. All right, so let's pull one final card. So what's one final message that Sagittarius needs to see at this time? What's one final message Sagittarius needs to see? Okay. Confidence, be bold, rise up and stand tall, feel the fire in your soul. Sagittarius being a fire sign, feel the fire in your soul. Feel like you're being lit up to rise above and to rise up and be somebody that is an important positive influence for others. We see the eagle, eagle seeing things clearly, seeing things from bird's eye view, seeing situations all the way around, seeing every angle of a situation so you can operate from a place of confidence and know that you are confident and you have the ability to create what it is that you want to create and to bring in that abundance that you're trying to bring in for yourself. All right, Sagittarius. Well, I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your zodiac reading. So this is what energies Capricorn sun, moon, and rising signs are working with during Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season is for a month, so this reading is good for a month. All right, so let's see here. Oh, and before we get started, if you're interested in learning more about Sagittarius, I will link that blog that I wrote about it in the comments below, and I also link the video that I made about the Taurus full moon and the partial lunar eclipse that occurred on October 19th. It was an energy update. So, all right, so let's see here. What does Capricorn need to see? What is the main message Spirit wants to bring forward for Capricorn? What else does Capricorn need to see? What other information does Capricorn need to know about that first card? And what action does Capricorn need to take? Okay. So the first card is Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning of emotional balance, creating emotional balance, having balance within your emotional body. And the Ace of Swords, oh, so you have created emotional balance within your heart and your mind. That's amazing. So you're having some new beginnings that are coming from the energy of the swords and the cups. So the mental and emotional body, some new beginnings. And the action, wow, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, that's amazing, Capricorn. You have some amazing things going on for you. You've gotten to this place of having emotional balance, feeling emotionally fulfilled, mentally balanced, and mentally fulfilled. And from that, you're creating a Wheel of Fortune. You're creating abundance for yourself. You have this balance between male and female energy, and you're able to really manifest and create the things that you want to for yourself. All right. Wow, that's amazing. All All right, so let's see here. What is the main message Capricorn needs to hear for matters of the heart? And what else does Capricorn need to know about that first card when it comes to matters of the heart? And what action does Capricorn need to take when it comes to matters of the heart? Opportunities beckon. There are opportunities coming for you. Yes, with that Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, yes, there are opportunities coming. But this card, we see this person and he's got his head down. It's time to lift your head up and see all the opportunities, see all the things that you have to be grateful for. It's time to see that, you know, with the infinity symbol, there is infinite opportunities, infinite possibilities. So it's time to lift your head up and see these things. Giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. It's time to be open to receiving. So it's time to be giving and to be open to receiving. It's important to have an energy exchange. So if you feel like sometimes you're always giving, then it's time to be open to receiving. If you feel like you've been doing a lot of receiving, then it's time to give. But find balance in giving and receiving. And coming together. So the action here is coming together, working together. So with that giving and receiving, when it comes to the heart center, coming together, you are coming together with others to work together. So that's how you're going to help to get these new opportunities. You have to be able to in order for these new opportunities to come forward, you have to be able to work with others. So you have to be willing to work with others and allow others to help you to create that, to help create these opportunities, to receive these opportunities, and to create this Wheel of Fortune. All right. All right. So let's see one final message for Capricorn. What's one final message for Capricorn? Rebirth. No matter what happens, you can find new wings. Rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. So you're like the phoenix and you're rising above, and you're growing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and you are rising from the ashes, rising from the difficult situations that you've had, rising from what seems like nothing, and bringing something new and fresh and change that needs to occur for you so that these opportunities can come forward. But you have to remember to work with other people, ask for help, and don't feel like you have to do everything by yourself. All right, Capricorn? Well, I thank you so very much for being here, and you have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your zodiac reading. And so this is for whether you are an Aquarian sun, moon, or rising sign. And this is what energies you're working with during Sagittarius season. So Sagittarius season is for a month, so this reading is good for a month. So let's dive in. So what is the main message Aquarius needs to hear? What is the main message that Aquarius needs to hear at this time? And what else does Aquarius need to know about that first card? What else does Aquarius need to know? All right. And what action does Aquarius need to take? Okay. All righty. Oh, and I want to mention that if you check the description below, I've linked my blog about Sagittarius, and I've also linked my energy update that I did for November 19th for the full moon and the partial lunar eclipse. And even though if you're watching this and it's past November 19th, that energy update will still be relevant. Okay. All right. So the main message for Aquarius, the King of Swords. The King of Swords. So this could be somebody coming into your life who is this King of Swords, or this is you. You've really learned to master your mind, which makes sense for an Aquarius because Aquarius is the zodiac sign. People always think he's called the water bearer, but he's actually carrying a bucket of consciousness. So it isn't water. People always think Aquarius is a water sign, and the glyph for Aquarius can be kind of misleading. But it's really about it's really a bucket of consciousness. So really, you know, connecting with your consciousness, your subconscious. And so with the King of Swords, kind of mastering that energy. And what else do you need to know? The Four of Wands. So this is, you know, make sure that you're building a solid foundation to create from. So even if you feel like you've mastered your consciousness, it's time to make sure you've built a solid foundation, and to work together with others and to work together with those who are, you know, in your family ships or friendships. And the action, the Ace of Wands, so new beginnings, something new coming in, something fresh, really connecting with your passion, connecting with your heart's desires. So there's something new coming in for you. So the action here, like I was saying, is connecting with your passion and your heart's desires to bring in that new energy of creation when it's surrounding, especially the Wands is surrounding your career, and to make sure that you're building a solid foundation. By building that solid foundation, you can bring in that energy of the Ace, of bringing something new in for yourself. Okay, so now let's look at matters of the heart. So what is the main message Aquarians need to see when it comes to matters of the heart? All right, what else do Aquarians need to see? What else do they need to know about that first card when it comes to matters of the heart? And what action do Aquarians need to take when it comes to matters of the heart? All right. So the first card, moving on. There's something for you to move on from. There's something for you to let go of. This could be that you've built this solid foundation by really connecting with your mind and mastering your mind and having that good understanding of your consciousness and subconscious. And you have this foundation, but you need to build onto it so that you can have this Ace energy. And so maybe you haven't built onto it. So it's asking you to move on, to move forward, to create something new. Sadness and isolation. So maybe this is what you're moving on from. If you've been feeling isolated, you're feeling sad, it's really time to move on from that by doing something new, getting out of your comfort zone. And simply love. So your action here is to really connect with your heart center, to love yourself more and love the people around you more. So if you're feeling that sadness and isolation, it's time to bring yourself out of that by bringing in more love for yourself and showing more love to others. Okay. So let's see one final message for Aquarians. Okay. Love. Listen to your heart. Embrace what makes you happy. There are 1 million reasons to love. So you're really being asked to connect with your heart center, and that's because we have the King of Wands, and you've really connected with your consciousness. You've really connected with your mental body, and now it's really time for you to connect with your heart center, to connect with your heart body, to do some emotional healing. It's important to have connection between head and heart. And so Aquarius, you're really being called to do that, to bring in that head and heart connection for yourself. Okay? All right, Aquarius. Well, those are the messages that I have for you. I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful Sagittarius season, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your zodiac reading. So this is whether you are a Piscean sun, moon, or rising sign, and this is what energies Pisces is working with during Sagittarius season. All right, so Sagittarius season is for a month, and so this reading is good for a month. Also, I will link below my blog that I wrote about Sagittarius, and I will also link below to learn about Sagittarius, the blog, so that you can see what other energies are coming forward during Sagittarius season, so you get a better understanding and how it correlates with the reading that you got here today. And then I'll also link below the energy update video that I made from the full moon and partial lunar eclipse from November 19th. And even if you're watching that after November 19th, the energy update will still be relevant. All right. So, what is the main message Pisces needs to see at this time? What is the main message Pisces needs to see at this time? All right. What else does Pisces need to know in regards to that first card? What else does Pisces need to know in regards to that first card? And what action does Pisces need to take at this time? All right, so the first card, Two of Pentacles. So you might be juggling multiple projects. You might have multiple things going on, but it's time for you to try to find some balance. So we see these pentacles, there's two of them, and they're not really balanced. One is higher than the other one, and so it's time to find some balance in your life. The Eight of Wands, this is talking about things moving swiftly, but maybe because things are out of balance, because this card came up, the 8 came up in the protection position, this might mean that things feel kind of stagnant and like they're not really moving forward for you. And so the Queen of Swords, it's time for you to step into your power and your sovereignty and to be your true, authentic self. And also to be mindful, because she was also upside down, so to make sure that you aren't verbally accosting other people, or that you aren't allowing others to verbally accost you, and just to be mindful of how you speak to others is the action here. But so if you find balance, things can move swiftly for you, and you can really step into the energy of the Queen of Swords, who is very very regal and is ready to take action when action is needed, but not a moment too soon or too late. Okay, so now let's look at matters of the heart for Pisces. So what do Pisceans need to see when it comes to matters of the heart? What do Pisces need to know or hear when it comes to matters of the heart? And what else do Pisceans need to hear when it comes to matters of the heart? What else do they need to know about that first card? Oh, geez Louise. Okay. All right, and what action do Pisceans need to take when it comes to matters of the heart? All right. Okay, so the first card is sadness and isolation. Sadness and isolation. So maybe you've been feeling kind of sad. Maybe you have been isolating yourself a bit. And so these two cards flew out when I asked what else you need to know about that first card. And we got simply love and move. So this card, the simply love card and the move card are like letting you know like that you have the power that you need, like that Queen of Wands. You have the power necessary in order to create change for yourself. And so this is like taking your power back and creating the movement in your life, that you're wanting to see. So it's important for you to create the movement that you want to see in your life and to bring in more love, to have more love for yourself and more love for others. And that it's going to take effort. So the action here is dedicated effort. So dedicated effort towards showing yourself love, showing others love by moving towards situations that are serving your highest good, taking that action of finding balance, to bring balance back into your life, to bring peace in mind, to get out of the sadness and isolation, to connect with others, so that you can start to rise above the sadness and isolation that you're feeling. Okay. All right. So let's look at one final message for Pisces. What's one final message for Pisces at this time? Okay. Happiness. Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. So happiness. See in your life where you can have gratitude. See where there are things, people, situations that bring you happiness. What are those things? What are those situations? Who are those people? Connect with the things that bring you joy and happiness. And so that's part of the other action that you need to take here, is really connecting with your heart center and doing what makes your heart feel joyful and happy, and trying to stay in that attitude of gratitude, and so that you can help things come back to balance, to shift and move, so that you can move forward and really become this Queen of Swords, who is one of the most powerful queens of the queens. So alrighty, Pisces. So those are your messages. I thank you so very much for being here. You have a good Sagittarius season. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye.